It was definitely a process for me. Like I said, I grew up going to church all the time. There isn't really a time where I didn't really believe. In fact, I can remember the time when I realized didn't really remember a time I didn't believe. It was probably I was in kindergarten, first grade or something, and we went to vacation Bible school, and the teacher said, if you need to welcome Jesus into your heart, you can do that now. And I remember thinking, oh yeah, I already did that. I'm good. So yeah, I've always thought of myself as a believer. But one of the things I did learn later on is that that's okay. I remember being in college and beginning to think that maybe there was something wrong, that, I'd been doing this whole faith thing my entire life. But no, I came to realize that it's okay to have grown up with it.
Now, even if you are a believer, you're being a Christian and it is more of a journey in respect to how you relate to Jesus. I think initially you're a bit unquestioning, but as you grow older, it's not because you're disappointed, it's because uh, you've got to be realistic. Because I think as a Christian, you have to look at the example of Jesus. Jesus and his disciples. I think the Thomas, he had to be showed. You had to have Peter, who again was a bit pushy at times. And so it is a process.
Where was there a moment that your belief became more real, or was it a process? I'm going to say it was a process, but I'm going to also say that I was in default mode to a certain degree. The place where I lived, the time in which I grew up, most people were church-going people. There's something else that can be explored for a long time: the culture of Christianity. Are we really believers in our own hearts, or is it the culture around us? So it was a process, and I think if I look back over my life, there were certain events. I think of 2 different mission trips. I think of several retreats where God seemed to become more real. And I'm going to tie that with being probably in high school. I think there were a few events when I was younger, elementary school, junior high school. But I think as I was maturing as an individual, maybe I became more open to the truth of God, the reality of God. I think also I was in a church that really promoted thinking. It was okay to think. It was okay to think outside the box. It was okay to ask questions. And I know people, and you probably know people, who are in churches where it's not okay to ask questions. And I was in a church